The following program, though incredibly nerdy, is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised, and you probably shouldn't watch if you're an overly sensitive pussy.
Power.
Yo, my method for my musical madness, move and motivate those with musical talents. Read it in bold print, we holding it down. Lick a shot, hip hop when we in your town. Master blast the sound, freak the future funk from here and now with style. Release, increase the peace, bubble with the beat till they feeling the heat in the streets. Now each one, teach one, reach one, young gun on one. Listen to the warriors drum. Beating up the block with the ghetto hop that knock and make you wanna crash the spot and unlock, explode. The alpha and the mega code with drum rolls and old soul we uphold and foretold the scores of 6 years ago. Fast flow from G-rap to cool mode, super syllable, major to the minimal. Every individual bounce to the tempo, yo. Lungs collapsing, raps be trapped in. The only way to make it happen, jaw japping fast.
Yo, I'm the hot dog, the runner, hottest monologue install, poetic inserts and yes, y'alls. My speech is like holding 2 blocks apiece. The outreach that rock police, the super Avenger member, tenor, Poseidon, adventure swimmer, rewrite the Emmy winner, get hype off any printer, and I came to get it, hit it like Operation Push, operate the tush, black octopus, the soul, and interstellar planet patrol. I'm planning my goal, and lo and behold, it's the rubber dog, ready to rock, it don't stop, hops, I knock like the lumberjack, chop. The wordsmith, I write it block letters, a curse with circus, service, surface, and watch how the brother get over, the fly casting over with the frankincense odor.
Bear witness, don't wear riches and make career bitches. Share pictures when it is, get this, your brains and software glitches. Splatter your brains, leave scatter, remains of matter and stains. That'll explain how you was battered and slain. I get rude and go to your show and use a roll. Fans to boo and throw you off till you lose your flow. A pro mean that Joe Green when I blow steam. Put your whole team on pause, they cold cream. They show laughter when I flow faster. Your whole have to go after her weed from the breeze when the blow past you. I'm down for plus ghetto and just pedal. When the dust settle, we left in the rubber and the crushed metal. Nurses with hearses, sealing a verse. You live hearses, spit fire, make it burst a bit. Try me like a Osama, Odama, I'm a cause trauma and homicides when a colonic kamikaze.
Kane, baby, walk hard to PJs. On streets of Brooklyn, I'm a crew of D-Seps. On streets of LA, I'm a whole East set. On tracks with Jurassic, I be the G-Rex. Still that Gucci dressing, still that coochie pressing. My pimp game smooth to guess him, I don't use discretion. Top 10s do be stressing, fuck explaining it, who's he testing? Physical form or physical form.
Why, hello there, and welcome on into another stream. Welcome on in and welcome to this lovely Friday afternoon, I guess. Sorry. Wait, no, it's not afternoon. It's only 11. We're good. I thought I was going to delay this to noon, but then I ended up not doing it. So we're good. What is up, everybody? Welcome on in. How's your week going? What's going on out there? You guys doing okay? You guys having a good week? Man, I'm having a good week. I had such a good day yesterday. I went out and spent a little time with the fam, which was terrific, and went to the arcade, actually, which was pretty cool, man. I hadn't been to the arcade in a long time. They had some new games in there. The kids had a lot of fun. We won some prizes. It was cool. It was cool. So, had a good day there. And they did drop some stuff yesterday. There's some trailers out there that we can talk about. Daredevil Born Again trailer. A friggin' Invincible trailer. I guess that happened the other day. The Boys trailer. And then I think there's more to talk about with the with the Green Lantern trailer. Man, that Green Lantern trailer and the discourse surrounding it has been absolutely amazing to witness, to bear witness to. So that's what's on the schedule today. I want to talk about all that shit, man. Just get really nerdy, casual kind of stream today. Just kind of chilling. What is up? How we doing? What's up, chat? How's everybody? Arcade bars are tight. Indeed they are. Indeed they are. We didn't do any drinking yesterday, though. You know, because once you get Athena drinking, phew, she's a mess, dude. But no Spider-Man trailer. That's true. No Spider-Man trailer. Yeah, that's true. doing good today until you start talking about Warhammer, and then it'll be ruined. What the fuck, man? I didn't even start talking about Warhammer, but now you're gonna make me talk about it. Now you're making me want to talk about it. What the hell? That apple juice hits hard. Yeah. Especially when you spike it with tequila. She's wild, man. She's a wild child. Man, I miss the arcade. Yeah, the arcade's cool. The arcade's cool. Dude, this game... So let me tell you a little bit. Just a little side story here. A little side story time. So yesterday, there was a game, a new game, cyberpunk game, called Gang War, Turf War, or some shit like that. Dude, it was so cool. So first of all, I was intrigued, right? I was like, oh shit, cyberpunk game. Like, what's this, you know? But it's kind of a cool concept because it's like a carnival game in some ways. Because it actually shoots. Like the rifles actually shoot like pellets. And it's kind of like, tactile and shit, and it feels cool. But it's encased in glass, so even some of the things will like ricochet and hit the glass like as you're shooting. It has a really cool feel. But you're basically just hitting little targets or whatever. All cyberpunked, in the style and everything like that. It was really cool. I was like, damn, this is cool. This was cool. And then, just played a bunch of other stuff. We played a little NBA Jam. They actually have a really cool NBA Jam in there. And Liam played it until he was no longer interested in it and then left the game. And I had to do this thing where I was like, I wanted to stay and play the game, but he was over it. And so I had to like abandon it. Hey, thanks, Cham Brick. Appreciate you. W take on Iron Fist, White Boy Summer. Indeed, sir. Indeed, sir. Thank you. So yeah, had a good day yesterday. Having a good week. To be honest with you guys, I'm a little tired today. I'm a little bit off. Didn't sleep super well. But we'll soldier on. We'll talk about these trailers. We'll talk about the shows. We'll kick it for a little bit, and then we'll get on out of here, Is it NBA 2K Playgrounds? It really had the NBA Jam feel, man. Like, it had On Fire. It had, like, the huge, bombastic dunks and stuff like that. It really felt like NBA Jam. And, man, NBA Jam was a hell of a game back in the day. Playing that on my Super Nintendo, man. Whoo! Yeah, that moment where you wonder if he could survive on his own for 10 minutes so you can play. Yeah, no, I knew for sure. Well, it's not even that, dude. He'd be fine. It's that his mom would see him and be like, where's your father? And then I'd be in trouble, because they were doing their own thing. Just chilling at work. I work in pest control. Okay. Well, there you go. Hope it's a good day. Hope you get them pests, man. Hope you crush them. Are you into Warhammer, Andrew Dime? Because in Warhammer, there's this like hive fleet of like insect eldritch aliens known as the Tyranids. And maybe you could like imagine that you were eliminating those with your pest control work and like make it all science fiction-y and shit. I hope the boys' leaks aren't true about Homelander. Well, let's not get crazy with the leaks in the chat here. I will say this. We're going to talk about the boys a little bit today. I have seen the leaks. Have you guys seen the leaks with the boys? Let's talk about this for a second. Have you guys seen the leaks for the boys? Yes or no? Throw a 1 into the chat if you have. The Salient Productions, thanks for gifting a membership, man. Appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Brando. Thanks, Brando. From downtown. Indeed. So the thing about the leaks, guys, it's kind of weird because, like, I like the boys, obviously. I'm a little, like, iffy on the show overall. I actually felt like last season was kind of weak, but I think this season will be awesome. I thought the trailer was great, too. But having the leaks out there is kind of weird with this show because I've seen some of it. I normally don't have a problem with leaks, but there's a part of me that's like, look, maybe I don't dive any deeper. Maybe I just let what happens happen. But at the end of the day, like, is it really that shocking that, I think a lot of people are going to die without getting into the details, right? I think a lot of the characters are going to die. So, yeah, that's probably going to happen. On top of that, there's also a comic book, and I know it's different, but the comic book is leading, it seems like the show is following at least some of the threads of the comic book story, so Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try not to spoil anything on this stream specifically. When we get into the trailer talk, we're not even going to watch the trailer because Amazon will copy strike the channel and shit, but we'll talk about what's in the trailer, hype level, excitement, and all I'll say about the leaks now and then is that to me, they sound cool. I think it's going to be brutal. They sound like, they don't really surprise me. Like, this isn't like, oh no, I can't believe this show would do something like that. Like, nah, like, dude, this show goes for it. We all expected blood, so it should be cool. Yeah, Carl Urban said no one is safe. Exactly. And I think he's right on that. Remember when Mark Ruffalo said, wait till you see this next one, everybody dies. And then I think it was Don Cheadle was like, oh, Jesus. And he's like, am I in trouble, Barry? Do you guys remember that? Should I watch Gen V? I mean, I'd give it a shot. I watched a little bit of the first season. I wasn't like in love with it, to be honest with you, and I didn't really watch season 2. But some people dig it. I mean, that spinoff's kind of an interesting show because it was killing it, and yeah, for whatever reason, that second season really just did not land with people. Any Doom stuff? What, today? Not that I could really think of. I mean, there's a lot of Doom stuff up in my brain parts, and maybe if you ask the right question, I would say something about Doom, but I don't really have any, like, Doom stuff planned. I don't even have a script today, guys. I don't even have a script today. Like, I didn't make any topics. Like, I was a little distracted this morning because I seem to have figured out, the simulation and everything. So, just was weird to try to jump back into news mode. So, we're gonna do it live today. Do it by the seat of our pants. That's what's going on. My name is Doom. One of the main characters in Gen V died in real life. Probably hurt viewership. Oh, yeah, that did happen. Yeah, I think that can affect viewership. Especially if the person's, like, really, really good. I remember that Spartacus show back in the day. Y'all ever watch that Spartacus show? That shit was dope, man. And then, unfortunately, that guy died, I think, of, like, colon cancer or something. And, they replaced him. It just wasn't the same. So that could definitely happen. Yeah. Yo, that can definitely happen, chat. Did you see the new Spartacus spin-up? Nah, man, I haven't really. No, I'm not really into that. I like the original show. I don't even remember if I watched it after he died, to be honest. I think I must have for at least a little bit. But yeah. Hey, nice, man. Hey, nice. Recorded first session for your show. Good for you, brother. The Salient Productions member for 1 month says, I'm here to stay. Well, welcome aboard, sir. Welcome to the Nerd Veg. We got a whole bunch of nerdy shit to get into for this next year. And actually, the shows is kind of an interesting part of this whole thing, right? I almost feel like we should rank the shows. We'll talk about the shows today on stream, and then maybe we should rank the shows as far as our anticipation level, because, man, that Green Lantern trailer on its own, I think pretty bad. But then when you take into account the other shows this year, I think it looks pretty, like worse. So, let's talk a little bit about that today. Should be fun. Oh, my God, here's Rossi. The Thanos and Heather meme you posted made my day. Okay, there you go. Okay, good. Spartacus was the shit. It sure was. No, but let's talk about our splintered timeline from Rome. I prefer not to today. Maybe tomorrow. What if Doom was from 828 and then went to the universe with Sue and Franklin? That way they could have a personal relationship with Reed and also have the whole family subtext with Sue and Franklin. Do you guys want to see something pretty fucking wild? Somebody sent this to me. I haven't verified it. And in fact, let me find the person that sent this to me. Because, okay, it was D-Money. Hey, shout out to D-Money. Member of the channel, too. Shout out. Check this out, boys and girls. This is from X2. Okay? Cerebro Project, Project Wide Awake, Omega Red, Mirror Island. But wait, what's this one that myself is hiding? What's this one here? Franklin Richards. Franklin. I don't know what it means. I mean, I have some theories that I don't want to talk about today because I gotta tickle the balls. We'll put it into some other content. This might mean a lot though. Pretty crazy times. Boom boom. Yes, queen. But yeah, that's kind of cool, huh? Invincible. Ooh, I'm excited for that Invincible show. Faux show, man. Yeah. Wait, what? Who said this? John said Green Lantern is the best HBO trailer yet. Who said that? Which John? What John are we talking about? Is it the John I think we're talking about? Are we talking about that John that I think we're talking about here? Yeah, I don't know about that, John. Heard they might kill off Hal in the first season of Lantern. Talk about butchering a series before it even takes off. Yeah, that would be pretty wild, man. That would be pretty wild. Baby Bird, what's up? I'm super psyched for Invincible. Me too, man. Like, genuinely, it's so cool that show it hit its stride. And I feel like this season's really gonna blow people away. You know, I saw some of you guys arguing on the Discord. I'll pop in there every once in a while, and I see you guys arguing. And usually, as long as you're not hurting each other, I let you just play. But I did see there was a lot of like sort of, I don't know if I want to say disagreements, but a lot of you haven't given Invincible a chance, is what I'm trying to say. You know, even some of you guys were like, but the animation and all this other stuff, I get it. It's stuff that I have bitched about as well. Okay, so I totally get it. But real talk, guys, Invincible is pretty fucking cool, man. It really is, and I think that I think the show has really recovered. The first season was so strong. Second season, really weak point. I was pretty negative on it, but they really turned it around. Third season was great, and I gotta say, I think this next one's gonna fucking slap. So would just say give it a chance. You know, I give it Papa Josh seal of approval. Give it a chance. It makes sense that there's no Green Lantern in... Oh, sorry, Zach. It makes sense there's no green in the trailer. The show is called Lanterns, not Green Lanterns. DC is cooked! Much love, Josh. Nerd fans for life. Yeah, did y'all see that... Did y'all see that interview that people are pulling up with Damon Lindelof about the show? I don't... Like, maybe we'll go over it or whatever, but I think basically... And you know, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said... Comic book fans suck. Fuck you. Green Lantern's stupid anyways. Get the fuck over it. You stupid ass nerds. I hate you. Fuck you. You'll watch it anyway. I think it's like that. I'm paraphrasing. But that's like pretty close to what he said. What's even more funny is people digged up a comment James Gunn made on Facebook 11 years ago where he refers to Damon Lindelof as Satan for the end of the Lost show and says that he's like a liar. So it's just like, it's an amazing place, the internet. Like, it's a really wild hive of scum and villainy, and I love it here. You know what I mean? Like, I am happy in this techno-feudalist bizarro simulation that we have going on. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, but it's really fun. That interview rubbed me the wrong way. So tone deaf to nerds. Yeah, and the thing about Lindelof is, and I like Lindelof. Like, I actually think he's a genius. I think he's brilliant. But just like Alan Moore, he fucking hates nerds now. He fucking hates comic. Like, I'm telling, this is my opinion. It's my opinion. Okay. But my opinion is that he legitimately hates nerds in some way. And he has this like he liked comics at one point, like most, you know, people did when they were younger. But I think that he feels as though comics must grow up in some way. You know what I mean? I truly feel that way. Like, and that's like, because I love Alan Moore, and Alan Moore has written some of the best comic books and incredible stories and all this stuff. But like, he will literally tell you to your face that comic book fans are regressed lovers of fascism. Like, he says that. So some of these people have like they literally have a perspective on the entire genre that I think is, let's just say, not congruent with what fans want to hear from people that make their shit. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. I mean, at the end of the day, like, that doesn't necessarily matter as much. As far as the thing that matters more, I should say, is that the trailer looks ass. it looks yes, it looks fucking bad, dog. And that, should we start here? I didn't want to start here, actually. I wanted to talk about the good things first, because it's, if you talk about the good ones first, then when you talk about lanterns, it's like, I feel like we've properly set the table, and now we can like properly shit upon that terrible trailer, which, I mean, my God, that, wow, that trailer. So we could do it your way. We could do it my way. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Is because we complain too much? What, comic book fans? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe he's just a butthole. Eat the veggies first, then the dessert? Okay, wait, but what does that mean, though? I'm sorry, if they kill Hal Jordan the first season, then I don't know what they are fucking thinking. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, I don't know what they're thinking either, you know? I don't know what they're thinking. The suit looks like someone took a dump on it. It kind of does. It kind of does look like the Brown Lantern Corps. I mean, the memes have been incredible. You know, I wonder, I really do wonder how Mr. Gunn is perceiving this, because, you know, this is a guy that I think believes that a lot of the internet is fake and things are manufactured and all that sort of stuff, right? And to a degree, he's right. But there's also like actual public opinion that's just disseminated on social media. You know what I mean? Like that also is a part of it. And I was pretty surprised personally at how many people were shitting on that trailer. The memes were amazing. Like the memes were amazing, and it was like across the board. People that love Gunn, people that have appeared with James Gunn in videos and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. I was like, wow, this is really not it. In a way that basically next to nobody is pushing back on. There's some people like Robert Meyer Burnett, who again I respect Robert, and you know what? He's entitled to his opinion, but like he is in a sea of folks that don't feel the same way. To the point that he's like acknowledging that, you know, like actually now making commentary about the situation because it's so obvious how much people are pushing back on the trailer. It's like, wow, I think they really fucked it up. And the other thing that's crazy is like, is this not 2 in a row for the DCU, dog? Like, is this not 2 in a row? Like they did the Supergirl trailer and we were all like, ooh, you know, and then they're like, don't worry guys, we got the shitty ass poopy lanterns with the hillbillies. Like, dude, it's just like, bam, bam. This guy does not understand first impressions. This guy does not understand first impressions. This is crazy. But anyway. Should we just get into it, guys? Have I done enough yapping? How about this? Let's talk Daredevil. Then let's talk The Boys. Then we'll talk Invincible. Then we'll talk Green Lanterns. Okay, I think that is the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. So, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, new TV spot, 30-second spot, and, you know, blasting out on the interwebs and all that. Here, I'll pull it up for you guys here. I guess I could make this a little bit larger here. We can actually watch this one because Disney's like one of the only good things they do is don't fucking destroy people on the copyright bullshit. So, although this song though, fuck it.
This has gotten so out of hand.
I feel liberated.
Can you stop him?
Medicated.
Not alone.
So what's next?
We're gonna take this city back.
This should be tons of fun.
Man, so what do you guys think? I think an effective 30-second spot. I'm still kind of worried about the show, which I'll get into a little bit more, but effective marketing, that other trailer was weird, man. That first trailer of this show was weird. This one's a little bit better. I like the focus on Karen, or on Jessica Jones, and then a little bit of Karen in there. I like the idea of Matt not being able to stop him alone. You know, whatever. It's fine. No Heather's great. You know, no Heather's a nice little bonus there. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? Before we talk a little bit more about like what is going on with this show, man? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on with this show? And is this going to be the answer? Like, what do we expect is going on here, and how do we sort of perceive this? Raging Bull scene. It does have, you know, that fun little Raging Bull thing. Where was Heather? Hopefully dead off screen. I've been rewatching Netflix season 1 and 2. Isn't it true the original team is working on this season? I don't know. I mean, maybe a lot of the original people did come back in some capacity. Yeah. I don't know the full details on that, to be honest with you, but I don't think it's the exact team, no. But there's a lot more of them that are back. I like everything besides the music should be darker. Yeah, it's a fair point. The music's a little odd. The music kind of gives you a strange vibe to it. But here's what I would say about this marketing here, okay? I think this marketing is actually the biggest indictment of season 1. And what I mean is, and this is kind of hard to explain, but just try to follow me on this. Season 1's marketing was totally different and way cooler. Okay? And yet, that show did not perform well. And so just from a marketing perspective, this is not to say anything of production, but just from a marketing perspective, if you're looking at this situation, you know, it feels as though they are trying to market the movie or the show differently as to maybe appeal to a large part of the audience that hasn't checked it out for whatever reason. Now, obviously, bringing back the OG Netflix characters is a great way to do that. It sort of signals like, hey, these guys are here, you know, and all that sort of stuff. They're signaling the action, and Daredevil's doing a lot of stuff. The song choice and the tone is odd. Like, I guess it almost feels like they're trying to say, like, hey, you like just fun shows? Here's a fun show. And yeah, it's got those Marvel characters in it, but it's like a fun show. Like, come on, man. I feel liberated. You know, like that. And it's, I don't know, not working for me. I'm probably going to check it out anyways, though, so maybe it's fine. Like, maybe it's fine that they're marketing it like this. But I will say, in a similar vein to Green Lantern, or the Lantern show, I guess. I don't know how this show will stack up to the shows we're about to talk about, mainly Invincible and The Boys. And this show in and of itself with Marvel here is like, it's a really interesting show because Marvel television right now is like so bad. It's not all really that bad in quality. You know, a lot of people speak to how well made Wonder Man was, and some of the other shows are like, you know, just conceivably well shot, and some of the stuff is there. But what I really mean to say is the perception of most people that kind of make up just like the zeitgeist, right? Their perception of Disney Plus shows is poor, and they are not checking them out the way they are checking out some of these other shows. I mean, my God, we just talked about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I can almost guarantee that A Night of the Seven Kingdoms costs less money than Daredevil Born Again season 1 or 2. That's just my opinion. I don't know for sure, but I would imagine it literally costs less than these shows, and it's getting 24 million worldwide views per episode. That's insane. Daredevil, and frankly, most of the Disney Plus shows are nowhere near that. And this really cuts to like a core problem with Marvel's actual strategy with their content, and why Disney Plus was so fucking destructive, and why I was right when I said they should have started canceling shows. Because the reason that Daredevil season 1 didn't do so well is because they didn't cancel these shows. Again, it just built that fatigue. So it's hard for a studio that cut their teeth on incredible movies that were fit together like a television show. Because at the end of the day, this is one of the things that's like really different for Marvel than a lot of other franchises. It's a television show. Storylines actually matter. In movies, most of the time, unless it's like a trilogy, like, dude, fuck a storyline. What are you talking about? That's a television thing. A storyline? There's no storylines. There's narrative, plot, driving, focus. That's what movies do. That's the language of movies. And one of the reasons the MCU was so successful is it was able to serialize movies and create a connection that was storylines, and all of this was like television. And so I believe when Marvel got the Disney Plus mandate, I believe they originally thought it was such a good model for them because they could just do what they were already doing and extend it to different branches that would be sort of lesser than on the television series. The problem is, though, that they needed a way to make sure the theatrical experience was still considered sacred. It was still really important. It was something that would move you to go to the movie theaters, et cetera, et cetera. So the shows couldn't be as good as the movies. Do you understand what I'm saying? They literally cannot be as good as the movies, because if they're as good as the movies, why are we going to the theaters to watch the movies? You know what I mean? Like, that's the logic, and that's what I've heard was sort of the thought process for Marvel. And I think that led into a scenario where now I don't know how those 24 million viewers of the the Night of the Seven Kingdoms show are supposed to feel a cultural urgency to watch a Disney Plus Marvel show. Does what I'm saying make sense? Like, are you understanding the point here? Because that's really at the crux of what is holding their catalog back and actually pushing a lot of fans out because it just feels like it's too much. It feels like it's homework. It's too much to keep track of, right? So in the middle of this and the show and then the studio having this problem, when Daredevil was ripped apart and rebuilt, and they bring in the new writers, they bring in the new directors, Benson and Moorhead and that. When they do that, I had thought that Marvel got the memo. I thought they finally figured it out. They're going to make movie characters, they're going to make television characters, and the television characters are going to be dope as hell, and we're going to get dope stories following dope characters. There's just a few of them are going to have to be television characters. Like, that's to me, I was like, that's the way it has to work. Daredevil, awesome. Hype. But he's a television character. So, like, you go for it with Daredevil in the television. And it's, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I thought was going on. And that is not what happened with this first season. Like, that is not what happened with this first season. That first season, man, was really disappointing to me. So I guess I have, when you look at Daredevil season 2, and I've been watching the marketing, to me, the leaked set photos that happened last year were more compelling than any marketing they've released so far. Okay. And I guess I just have to hope that what's going on is the marketing is targeting a group of folks that they think they need to do a certain thing to get their attention because, man, this show did not get a lot of views. Fine. But I hope the other sort of shoe is them actually making the show fucking incredible, dude. Like, make it some of the best Daredevil shit we've ever seen. Like, that's what it needs to be. Don't necessarily get that in the trailers, but I'm kind of hoping that that's where we arrive. So, chat, I don't know. Any thoughts on that before we get out of here? Little 30-second spot here. Just kind of, for me, it just kind of brings back up to the surface all the bubbling feelings I've had about Disney Plus, about Marvel Studios, about all of this shit. To me, Daredevil is an important show because I'm sitting there like this, guys. Like, I'm sitting there like this, and I'm like, yo, like, did you figure it out? Is this shit worth my time? As if not, dude, like, I don't need to watch Disney Plus shit. Like, I really don't. There's plenty of other good stuff out there, which we're about to talk about with Invincible and the boys, okay? So, thoughts, comments, questions. What do you think? Daredevil Born Again Season 1, 55 to 60 million. Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, 40 to 50 million. So it does cost less, but that's crazy. Are you talking about total? So I guess I struggle with how the first season of Daredevil could only cost that much when they, like, remade it. But I guess they just stitched it together, so maybe it was that cheap. That's pretty cheap, man. That's pretty cheap. So maybe they can. And if this thing adjusts just a little bit and is a little bit more epic and it's like, then maybe they got it. Maybe they got it. Let's see here. I just want to see a little bit more of what you guys are saying, and then we'll talk some Invincible. There's also internet sleuthing. I don't think there are any officials for either. True. Several psychological beats with Heather. Yeah, lame as fuck. But you know what's funny about that, Rossi? That video that I made about that, where I complained about that clip got a terrible ratio. There's a lot of you guys that are so mad about this. You're so mad that I think Heather is terrible, ruining the show, and that I don't like Daredevil. It got ratioed harder than my complaining about James Gunn video and shit. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't care, and I won't be influenced, and I am right. But it is kind of interesting how many of you guys are butthurt about that. Dude, that first season of Daredevil looks so bad, though. The opening CGI of him, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad, but there were a couple spots where you're like, damn, that's pretty rough right there. This will be peak, I think. Hopefully Invincible Season 1 shot action scenes coming. Ooh, that would be cool. They were out there promoting Season 2 before Season 1 finished. That's true. 100%. I still feel like it's just not going to be that great again. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong, too. I hope it's like, yeah, like we're back. You know what I mean? Like I want to have that feeling. The first fight scene is terrible. Oh, man. You guys think it's terrible? Oh, man. I like that first episode. A lot of people shit on that first episode. I actually thought it was kind of cool, but The Boys Season 5 was looking dope as fuck. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Josh, you're going to be watching the new Dragon Ball movie and the Dragon Ball Super Galactic Patrol arc? Yeah, there's a bear shit in the woods? Of course I am. What kind of nerd do you think I am? Honestly, if this season of Daredevil fails, they might need to reconsider all Marvel TV shows. Yeah, I think just do animated stuff like that Spider-Man, John, that they made. I feel like just do that. Oh, okay. It's a bean. Okay, hang on now. Apparently I missed a super chat here. Hang on now. Okay, any chance the Doom at the end of Fantastic Four is a follower who wears his mask, hence why he doesn't look like promo art we've seen? I don't believe so, brother. I think that's an interesting question. I don't think so. What? Talon Inferna says, did you see John Campea say that Invincible is the toilet paper that the boys wipes its ass with? There's no way he actually said that. What is going on with this guy? What is going on with this guy these days, man? The fuck? Ain't no way he said that. He did? No, he didn't. No, he didn't, chat. He did not say that. Rossi with a 5 says, I can't remember who it was in the Discord last night, but they were saying our community is harder on Born Again than others. I found that interesting. Oh, I think that's true. I think that's true, actually, yeah. But that's, you know why that is, Rossi? Because we have the average IQ of the Nerd Avengers is like, it is a lot higher than most other communities. It's like at least 10 standard deviation points away from the average IQ of most of these other communities. And that's just like a thing of nature. You know what I mean? Like we all just kind of, it's just like a magnetism kind of a thing. Yeah. And that Burnett guy agreed. Brother, don't do this. Don't do this to me, chat. You're going to make me start a fucking blood feud. There is no fucking way these guys actually believe that. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, The Boys itself, like Garth Ennis, I get it. But like, dude, he's really just like a pervy, shyster, like kind of James Gunn motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. I like Garth Ennis. But, dude, Kirkman? Like we're talking Kirkman and Garth. I don't know, man. That's first of all, like that's just at a base level to me. Is like, dude, there's a reason The Walking Dead fucked so hard. Okay, there's a reason Invincible fucks so hard. This guy fucking gets it, dude. Okay, he created like North America, like Western American Dragon Ball Z in Invincible, and it's fucking incredible. Okay, it actually might have more depth than Dragon Ball Z. Like I'm telling you right now, please do not get me started on this. Please do not. I like both. Okay? But yeah, that's not true. That is not an equivalent. These are not the same thing. And all due respect to the boys, because what the truth of the matter is, Eric Kripke deserves way more credit than Garth Ennis does when it comes to the boys. Okay? But if you know what Kirkman does for the entire thing when it comes to Invincible, I'm talking about like the entire... No. No. Like that cannot actually be a take that they have. That's crazy town to me. But both are really good. No, I don't need the link. I definitely don't need that. I definitely don't need that. Yeah. No. Let's just leave it alone. You know? Let's just leave it alone. That is crazy to me, though. I must say that feels crazy to me. That feels... Yeah, I don't know. Feels a little biased. Does anybody agree with that, by the way? It's okay if you do. Do any of you guys agree with that? Let's steel man that. Okay, let's try to steel man that argument. Campy had an epic meltdown on his Scream 7 review. You should check it out. Just to laugh. I think you guys shared that with me. He's talking about jerking off with sandpaper or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, we got to go to the polls on this shit. I can't believe how derailed we are now, but we got to go to the polls. Both are trash. I'm going to start talking about Warhammer, dog, just because you did that. What the fuck? Rossi, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Which one... Invincible? The boys. Okay, chat. I just put up a very family-friendly poll. I would appreciate if you participated, because now I'm curious. Now I got to know. Are there actually a lot of people that pick The Boys over Invincible? I got to know. Yeah, I mean, dude, I could accept saying I think The Boys is personally better. I could accept people being like, well, The Boys is live action, so like of course it's more complex and accessible and it's therefore a bigger achievement. I could accept, there's a lot of things I would accept. I would accept many versions of that, but that version, toilet paper it wipes its ass with, all right, now you fucking lost me, dog. Now you fucking lost me. No, sir. No, sir. Put some respect on Invincible's name. God damn. The Boys fell off hard? Really? You think so? I personally I feel like it did get a little wayward, bloated. I think it fell off. I don't know that I would say it fell off super hard. I definitely think it kind of had a bit of a floundering, but I think it's going to bring it home now. I think it's going to bring it home. Dog. Oh, man. He said he still likes Invincible, but he prefers The Boys. Okay. Well, then he was just probably, he's probably just going for the clicks. He's probably just being a little performative then. The Boys doesn't have one character in their story that's better than Robot. Damn. Facts. But you got to know the twist that comes with Robot in order to understand that. But yes. Facts. Pretty cool. Yeah. Look at this. So far in chat, guys, 72% of you are picking Invincible. Now it's only like 100 and some votes, so not scientific, but interesting. Yeah, interesting. Well, look at that. Daredevil's so under anticipated that we literally argued about the next two fucking shows in this segment. That probably means something. Let's end this segment here and let's get into talking about those other fucking shows that we really care about. Okay. God damn, dog. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Daredevil, I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you, Daredevil. I want it to be good. You did kind of break my fucking heart. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little mad about that first season, but I am rooting for you. Please Please, man. Pull that shit off, please. Okay. Invincible. I feel liberated. Are we cooked, chat? Don't answer that. All right, listen, Linda. Let's talk about Invincible. First of all, I'm mad. I'm mad now. And I didn't want to be. It is what it is. I'm mad at you, chat. I'm mad at John Campia. I'm mad at Robert Meyer Burnett. I'm mad at the boys now. Because apparently everybody's talking crazy out there. And some of you guys won't give the Invincible a chance. I'm fucking pissed, okay? So shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Listen up. Captain's got to teach stuff, okay? Invincible. Coming out in just a few weeks, guys. Man, we're eating so fucking good, dude. We're eating so fucking good. We're about to get Invincible, about to get Daredevil, about to get The Boys. And then, you know, Green Lantern will come. We'll talk about Green Lantern a little bit later. But we're about to eat so good. And Invincible comes out in just a couple of weeks. And one of the reasons that I really like Invincible, and I really like how they do social media, even though they literally ratioed me. They literally posted one of my fucking clips that got like 40,000 likes. A lot of people don't remember this, but an elephant never forgets. Even though you fuckers posted me to 40,000 likes for thinking that X-Men 97 was better than your season you were currently putting out, which, by the way, I was fucking correct about, I still think you guys are awesome. And I still like how you do social media. Fucking twats. So this post here, pretty fucking cool. Literally says in 2 weeks, you'll start to understand why some refer to Conquest as light work. And what is this? This is just some aura farming, dog. I'm going to play a little bit of it. It's 30 seconds of aura farming.
No alive.
I got to pause it, otherwise Jeff Bezos will fucking reach in my pants and twist my testicles.
However strong you think you are, Thrag is stronger.
Damn!
Thrag's
Damn!
is the only thing that matters.
Whoa!
Shudder before our
Oh! Those impact frames, though! Oh!
strength, our devotion, our vengeance.
God damn. Okay, so to me, Invincible, as opposed to like Green Lantern and Daredevil Born Again, and you know, a lot of other shows that we've seen kind of come and go, I feel like Invincible is doing their thing, man. The first trailer was so cool for this, and it kind of barely teases out, barely shows the Thrag, and then they give you a little 30-second spot 2 weeks out, and it's just pure aura farming with Thrag. Lee Pace, you know, killing it on the voice, and Conquest. This is when I say that, like, basically, like, I mean, guys, basically, like, Invincible's American Dragon Ball Z, right? Like basically, Kirkman creates American Dragon Ball Z because in the same way that Dragon Ball and Toriyama would use villains to sort of build up other villains, the power scaling is like a fun part of it, right? He did the same thing here. Conquest came in last season and kicks the shit out of Mark in such a fucking violent way that it's like it's like just completely shocking and shows this incredible disparity in power from where Mark has to go. And now we're about to get the guy that will make that guy look like light work. That's hype as hell, dude. So I'm really excited about this. And I think Invincible in this season has a chance to do something really, really cool because, number one, I think they're going to chart. On Nielsen top 10 charts, I think they're going to chart. I think they might chart a lot, guys. And the reason why is because they have now 3 full seasons in the tank. The seasons all build into the story that's about to happen. The marketing for this shit's going to be hype. People are very, very excited. I mean, this thing has, this post has 48,000 likes on it. It is, it has been seen by 3 million people. Okay, this thing is like crushing. Okay, and what that'll do is create a lot of fans that want to get in and catch up to watch the new stuff. And that's going to really bolster those numbers. On top of that, they have a really cool fighting game coming out made by a lot of the devs that worked on Killer Instinct. On top of that, the comic books themselves are doing quite well. There's like a Battle Beast book right now that's absolutely crushing it. And I think they're even going to do more in the Invincible universe. So, like, dude, to me, I feel like Invincible is about to have a moment, man, and have a moment that it deserves. Again, this is Kirkman. I think he is a genius of what comic book fans really want to see. He knows how to perfectly balance the action, the fan service, the Dragon Ball Z elements with the soap opera. I mean, I actually even get a little bit frustrated with Kirkman's stuff because it almost feels a little too soap opera, but all the soap opera stuff serves to make the action and the loss and the shocking moments of drama like hit harder. So it's all in service. It all feels like it has a purpose. And I think that's why The Walking Dead was as popular as it was. Like, that was a really important part of that. That show's not about the zombies, guys. It's not. It's about the people. Like, and the dead are actually the people. They're morally dead. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, so it's like a very nuanced thing. I truly think Kirkman is a true genius of how to take these stories and develop them in a commercial sense. And by the way, Kirkman also does some of that woke shit. You know what I mean? Like, just call it like it is. He does some of that woke shit. He has changed stuff from the comics for modern audiences, and yet mostly feels good, appropriate, doesn't feel preachy. It hasn't really hurt the show. I mean, people hate Amber, but that's fine. Amber's fucking annoying, so it's fine to hate Amber. You know what I mean? So I really think, again, you guys might notice that, you know, whenever we talk about when Game of Thrones is doing stuff really well, or The Boys, or Invincible, I like to really gush. I like to really give them a lot of credit. And that's because I go really hard on Marvel and these other properties when they fuck it up. You know, Star Wars and Marvel done a lot of fucking up. It is also important that we praise and point out when a new IP or a franchise is doing stuff that is working, that is satisfying fans, and that the fans are responding to. Don't you want to join the party? Don't you want to join the party? Don't you want to check out North American Dragon Ball Z? Don't you want to see this new animated show that people fucking love? Like the guy that made The Walking Dead. Like, come on, man. It's time to get on the train, chat. Some of you need to go watch Invincible. You got a couple of weeks, dog. New season. I'm excited. Okay, thoughts, chat? What do you think? Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns? What do you think? Mad Dog says, have you read the Red Rising series? I think it's next up. Dope sci-fi container sources, 6-7 books out so far. No, I have not heard of that, Mad Dog. Maybe I'll check it out, though. Thank you. I just hope the live action doesn't derail it at all or get canceled. Rather keep it animated. Well, for me, I like this formula because I think the animated show might go 8 to 10 seasons, and you might like start the first movie towards the end of that. And I think that's a great formula. And what Adam's referring to, guys, is like there's still a plan to do a live action Invincible movie, which seems wild, but like, dude, they're just nailing it. Like, this is how you expand a franchise. And by the way, just like Game of Thrones, Marvel and, you know, Star Wars should probably pay attention here. What's really going on here? Scarcity. There's one Invincible show. If you want to watch Invincible, you watch Invincible. You want to read Invincible? You read Invincible. Maybe a little Battle Beast too, but like, there's value in scarcity. Disney and Marvel fucked that up. It is a part of why Invincible is now in the position that it is in. Right? Does that make sense? The Underwear Taker says, bro is right. Red Rising clears Sanderson's shit. Wait, what? Game of Thrones and Dune. Oh, great, by the way. Easy if made right. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Red Rising. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Any other thoughts, comments, questions about this situation here? 12 seasons? That would be fun. Invincible really shows that you do just like to enjoy nerdy stuff. You really hated that second season at the time, but now they've course corrected. You're singing its praises. Thank you, Click Clack. No, I think that's true too. I do want to just enjoy this stuff. I did go very hard on them in season 2, and again, they literally fucking posted me to like 40,000 likes. But at the end of the day, I do want to enjoy this stuff, and I will call it as I see it, and I'll give praise as I feel it's deserved and whatnot. And yeah, no, they're doing great, and kudos to all those guys. I bet we get a Terra comic in a couple of years. A Terra? What Terra? What you talking about, Brie? You mean from from Invincible? Don't forget they're about to do Kirkman's Energon universe with Transformers and G.I. Joe. Oh, yeah, and I think that'll be great. I mean, again, I really respect Kirkman. I think he literally has something that a lot of people in Hollywood do not, and it's vision. Like, just like some of the greats, just like a lot of the people that I really, really respect, whether it's like a James Cameron or Kevin Feige, a Spielberg, like these people, they have vision. They could see in their mind before it's in the world how it should be created. Right? Yeah. Dave Does That says, this is why I love The Den. PJ and nerds convinced me to watch cool stuff. Oh, great. Yeah, you're going to have a fucking blast, dog. If you've not watched Invincible, that first season, I'm going to be honest with you, that first fucking episode goes so hard. It goes so fucking hard. And I'll tell you a little fun thing about that first episode. We actually had, we did a deep dive. Must have been last year, maybe the year before, on the Image guys from the 90s, the founders. Kirkman's involved in that. He's not a founder, though. He comes in later. There's this part where they're talking about Kirkman later on. And Kirkman writes this Invincible book and whatever. It's doing okay. It's not like crushing it or whatever. And Kirkman's original plan was to do the big reveal for, like, with basically episode 1 of Invincible. I won't spoil it. He was going to do that on, like, issue 30 or 32 or 37 or something like that. And one of the other founding members, I think it was the guy that did Witchblade. I'm blanking on his name. Trev, help me out here. Who's the guy that did Witchblade? I think it was him. I could be wrong about this. Said, dude, no, you'll get canceled if you wait that long. Do it now. And then I think in the actual Invincible comics, it happens in like issue 6 or 7. So this was a big deal that Kirkman had in his mind. And he was going to do it later on. He ends up, Silvestri, thank you. He ends up doing that much earlier on. Now, what I think is fascinating about this is if you study manga at all, they actually have a 4-act structure to their stories. I think it's called Kentsagu, something like that. And one of the interesting things about that formula is that the twist happens first. In that formula, the twist happens first, and then you live in the twist for the whole story. So that's cool, but then manga will often like kind of eventually like almost Cadbury Easter egg twists like over and over again, which are kind of fun. But I just really like how some other alternative forces guided Invincible to being what it is. It's kind of cool. So yeah, really great property, really fun thing, a total triumph of American comic books and American art. Give Invincible a try, you fuckers. I like Garth Ennis too, but get the fuck out of here. Garth Ennis on the level of Kirkman? Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Dude? All right, chat. Anything else going on? Yeah, there is actually some similarities with Unity as well, yeah. You twist first and live in the twist, yes. JJ Lamont says, got to go. Son is homesick, and we're going to continue our road to Doomsday with the first Avengers movie. Love you all, nerds. Unity. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good day. Feel well. Do you think there's a role to be played between Cap, Spider-Man, since he's just out of the universe during the Doctor Strange Forget Tom Holland spell? Ooh, I like that, Jesse DeBody. That's a cool idea. Perhaps there is something to that, yeah. Oh, Marvel Man Turner drew some of it. Silvestri created it. Okay, interesting. Invincible 66 Pole Town. Nice W. That is nice. Yeah, that is nice. right, guys, that'll do on Invincible. I'm telling you, I'm really excited. I'm trying to figure out how to make Invincible content. Again, it's like a lot of you guys are like not into it. It's a shame. I can't force you to be into it. I know we love our Marvel here and all that, but maybe I could try like a recap video or like if you're starting Invincible now, you know, here, this video is for you or something like that. We'll try. Garth Ennis did great with Punisher too. Yes, I mean, Garth's great. You know what I mean? Like, I like Garth Ennis. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's one of the GOATs, but to say, yeah, no, I don't want to go down this road again. I don't want to go down this road. I think some of you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Do you think I'm gassing Kirkman up too much? Before we get out of this segment, let's just stop for just a second. Do you guys think, are you accusing me of gassing Kirkman up a little bit too much? You should do a breakdown review of each Invincible episode. Maybe I will, bro. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yes, nah. No, Kirkman is epic. No, we get it. Okay, cool. No, definitely not. Yeah, I think he's kind of him, guys. I think he's kind of him. I respect it. Okay, all right. Let's talk about the boys. Dude, I thought that trailer looked so good. Chat, thoughts on the Invincible final season trailer? What are your thoughts? Again, another one we can't watch because Jeff Bezos will do testicular torsion to me. And then I'll be... You know, so we can't have that. Y'all like that trailer or what? Duh, boys. Yeah. Oh, shit. Really? Okay, Trev. Cool. I will check that out. Can you DM me that? Just so I remember. Watching Lord of the Rings right now? Oh, hell yeah. Your love of the Halfling's Leaf has clearly slowed your mind. But don't forget, Gandalf was the only one that really knew what the fuck was going on there. There's a message there. The Boys is woke trash. I still watch, though. All right, Mad Dog. Hey, let it out of your system, brother. You know, let it out of your system. I get it. These fucking lefties. But The Boys is pretty good. You know, we don't have to tell them. We don't have to admit it. It's pretty good. Complaining about woke in this economy? I know, it's crazy. I know, guys. I know, it's crazy. Don't forget we have the Super Mario Galaxy movie very soon. I am actually so fucking pumped for that movie. And I'm going to get the Yoshi popcorn bucket, all that shit, man. Mario's one of the movies that Liam actually really likes. I think he's basically old enough that we can take him to like an early showing, like a matinee of Mario. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Zelda updates win. I actually think you're going to get some Zelda updates pretty soon. I think you're going to get some Zelda updates fairly soon here, guys. I hope so, anyway. This economy and this economy? Think about it. Mario Galaxy will be my son's first movie, too. Well, we went to... he actually has been to a movie before. We went to K-Pop Demon Hunter that he loved on Netflix. He fucking loved K-Pop Demon Hunter. We went to a showing, and he danced and sang the whole time, and he loved it. But this is more like an actual movie, so this will kind of be like his first movie. But, yeah. Someone say Zelda? Yes, game over. Jesse, we said it. What if they... Jesse, what if they actually have Link speak, and the first thing he says is, "My name is Link." No. Brand new day trailer win. Monday. My name is Link. Okay. Let's talk about The Boys. They just released the final trailer for their final season I gotta say, I thought it was pretty good, man. I thought it was a pretty good trailer. Unfortunately, I cannot play it because of the copyright bullshit here. But we will kind of just go through it. Shows Homelander, a little bit of that savior shit. He has a bigger destiny, and they're trying to kill him. Homelander is looking for the V1. It's basically a way to make him immortal. He's like early Saiyan Saga Vegeta here, which is kind of fun. And obviously, if he became immortal, that would be a pretty bad thing. You got Dr. Pershing from Mandalorian here, which is pretty wild. Maybe it's Grogu's blood. That's the key to it all. Not really sure. They want to put the virus out to kill all the soups. Obviously, other people have a problem with that. A lot of the other soups, bloody, you know, gonna be bad. He gets his dad out. There's a really funny joke about him, like, you know the joke if you watch the trailer, man. It's very Garth Ennis. Get shot here. You're one of us now. If you can't beat him, join him. And he's got that, like, tentacle creature monster thing going on, too, right? So that's gonna be pretty wild. Looks like he's about to get the full chest shot from Homelander's dad. We'll see how that works out for him. A lot of brutality. I think this trailer's epic, dude. Starfire getting all the powers here. Worst podcast ever. You know what I think is so funny, dude? A couple of years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, I felt like a little bit of a jackass because I was always like, kind of like them. I got this mic here, I got the headphones on, we're sitting there yapping about all this nerdy shit. And now I look out and I see like politicians, world leaders, everybody is basically doing this now and just trying to like, I got a podcast, It's just bizarre, a little bit of bizarre stuff going on here. But yeah, some of that funny like boys humor. You can kind of see how all the threads are coming together here. And if he's punching somebody here. I know who he's punching too, by the way. He's punching somebody into, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. A lot of violence, a lot of blood. Okay, so I think this is going to be dope. I anticipate this season to be really good. I anticipate this season to be very popular. I think it's going to have a huge impact on the zeitgeist, the conversation, and I think probably solidify the show as overall a great 5-season package of like what The Boys is and a great adaptation and maybe one of the most popular live action adaptations of all time, frankly, because these numbers are crazy, guys. When you really dig into the numbers for The Boys, it is wild, and they're going to tell you all about the numbers. This trailer, by the way, which just came out yesterday, 4.6 million views, 85,000 likes. Like, dude, this thing is crushing it. And I think this final season is going to be fire, man. I really, really do. I'm excited. I don't know how the show goes from here. I think they have a spin-off. I think they'll probably spin it off. And that will be a real big test, right? Like, that'll be a really big test for the franchise and for the future of the thing. Because, again, I think the spin-off show with the college kids, I think that's probably going to go away because the second season really fell off hard in viewership. So they have to figure out a way to, like, continue the story forward. I personally think I know exactly what they're going to do. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say it'll have to do with Homelander's kid. That's what I would do. I think that's the obvious play, and maybe that'll be enough. But yeah, in this world, man, in this nerdy world where we talk about all the Marvel stuff, the Star Wars stuff, the Game of Thrones stuff, Invincible's killing it. The Boys is about to have their final season, and I think it's going to be meaningful. I think we'll be talking about this a lot on stream, a lot in videos and whatnot. The other thing I will say about this, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers here, but the other thing I will say is, just like the last season of Game of Thrones, the ending is leaked. Okay, there are very good leaks out there about all the characters that die, the characters that survive, what the ending will actually be, some crazy twists. A lot of stuff is out there. So caution, to you. If you don't want spoiled, you know, maybe put some filters on Twitter, maybe, you know, stay off of certain parts of Reddit. I don't really know. For me, I've seen some stuff. None of it's too shocking and surprising, and I still want to see how it all plays out, of course. I'm not going to dig too deeply on it. I don't necessarily want to make a video on the leaks for this, but I guess as a note of caution, they are out there, and I guess I would say that they don't suck. They don't suck. They sound kind of cool. It sounds very violent. A lot of people are going to die. It sounds like a great last hoorah with The Boys, man. And I'm grateful for that. I'll never forget watching the first season of The Boys. I was blown away by the first season of The Boys. And kudos to them for being able to carry this thing through. There's a bit of floundering, I think, around the third season. Actually, frankly, even into the second season. But this fifth season here looks strong. Looks strong. I think it's going to do really well. Chat, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this here Boys show? What are the thoughts on this Boys show? I will admit Jensen kills it in that role. He definitely does. Oh, I missed your super and you're so miserable right now? Well, let me get into it right now. Honestly, The Boys and Invincible are amazing shows, but Homelander really sells it for me, man. Incredible acting. Yeah, but that's why season 2 and 3 were weak to me. Because Homelander is the whole fucking show, dude. The whole show is the tension that Homelander could fucking kill anybody at any moment. And his dark, twisted nature, need it. It's so good. So, yeah, no, I totally get it. And if that's what you're into, it, I mean, I think Anthony Starr's performance is all-time great here. He'll go down as one of the best superhero villains we've ever seen. And, you know, hopefully they do him some justice here in this last season, which I think they will. No overt messaging, hopefully just pure carnage, I hope. Well, look, man, I'll tell you this. As far as the political stuff in this show, I actually think they'll probably go harder at Trump than ever. And I know that will bother some of you guys, but I got to be honest with you. It's actually probably going to bother fewer people than ever because Trump is frankly polling lower than ever. A lot of people do not like Trump. I'm not trying to get political here, but I just want to just tell you the reality of the situation. I don't really think that's going to cause as much blowback as maybe it would have or as much as you guys think. I think a lot of people might even appreciate it. In a way that maybe they wouldn't have before. So it is what it is, man. Omni-Man would whoop Homelander's ass. I don't know about that, actually. I actually don't know about that. Homelander's pretty sturdy, is he not? Like, Homelander has withstood an incredible amount of damage. The thing that's weird about Invincible, the only thing different about the Viltrumites is that they actually get wounded not easily, but way more easily than like a Kryptonian, a Saiyan, Homelander. Like they actually take damage and then their guts are out, their arms are ripped off. Like that's a big Invincible thing. Like that's one of the things Kirkman wanted to do was like, yeah, they're super strong and shit, but like I want them to like be vulnerable in a way that these others are not. So I actually think Omni-Man's maybe a little bit more vulnerable. You could potentially get to a power scaling level where maybe like Conquest Thrag, maybe Nolan, but certainly Mark at the end of the series could beat Homelander for sure. There's a ton of videos on Omni-Man versus Homelander. Omni-Man definitely stronger. Okay, maybe I'll check some of those out then. Broly would sweep both. Yeah, very likely. Yeah, very likely Broly would sweep both. I guarantee old Broly would. They downpowered Broly a bit in the new Broly, but yeah. Omni-Man is so much more powerful than Homelander. It ain't even a contest. Don't make me start to power scale. Dude, I'd love to hear you power scale. Be way better than most of your bitching and moaning. Why don't you bring them receipts? Superman 1 million goated. Yes, that Superman probably beating everybody. He's like kind of demigod level. Skyfather, you know, at least. Even the boys fandom agrees Omni-Man wins. Are you guys trying to tell me that I have a bad take? Are you? Hey, listen. Are you trying to tell me I'm having a bad take? This is a bad take? Oh, no! This has never happened to me before! My entire fucking career, nothing but fire takes! No! What am I gonna fucking do? Who's stronger, Team Gohan or Omni-Man or Homelander? Well, Calvin, as you know, Team Gohan was able to spike his power to a ridiculously high level, but couldn't maintain it. Eventually, when trained enough by Piccolo, and then eventually even his father a bit, he does have the power to take on Cell. So which one are you talking about? Which version of Gohan are you talking about? Probably Team Gohan either way, though. First bad take. I know, but you know what? That's okay. I'm years into this game. That's my first bad take I've ever had. Power scaling is kind of fun. I do enjoy power scaling. Sometimes I wish I could do more of it. I hate that those versus battle, that YouTube channel, dude, they are so whack with their copyright shit. Like if you react to their video, they instantly like take you down, dude. Like they are really whack about people reacting to their show. I think it's a good, like they're good, but like I wish they would fucking let like me watch it on stream and comment and like add my commentary to it. But they're very and they don't like that shit, dog. They don't like that. Does President Homelander have your vote? Nah, because we're not going to vote our way out of this. Superman doesn't lose to Superman archetypes, Jesse. Wait, what? But Josh, Nolan, no diff Homelander since Kid Goku beat Thrag. What? Can they beat Goku, though? Probably like in a spelling bee. They're also really bad about researching anything other than DC Marvel. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. One Punch Man is actually deep. Dude, I love One Punch Man, yeah. Yeah, man. One Punch Man is cool. One Punch Man is cool, man. Shit. All right, chat. Look, we got one more topic today. And it is to continue to shit on the Green Lantern trailer. I'm so excited, so we'll do this. We'll chill for a little bit, and then we're going to get on out of here. I got cool videos coming at you guys soon. A lot of fun stuff. We'll be back at it next week, too, man. Woo! Lots of fun stuff. So, let me pull up the Green Lantern trailer. This is wild, bro. This is wild. I can't remember the last time I've seen the internet so unified on something. Okay, so just this week on Wednesday, there was a teaser trailer for the teaser trailer for the Green Lantern show. Then the Green Lantern actual trailer leaked. Then they were like, fuck it. It's leaked. Let's just release it early. They said some bullshit about how you manifested it early, and they put it out. And the reaction has been pretty wild to see. Now, I was like, everybody just thinks I'm like a total fucking hater, right? And then I was just like, I woke up early ready to hate on that shit. But what's funny is because the teaser trailer happened that day, I actually have like video evidence of me being excited, of me pointing out how important the trailer was, of me saying, I need this and I need the Green Lantern show to be good and Green Lanterns are awesome and I'm hoping it's going to be this, this, and this. I have that on actual video record on the very same day that I eventually would watch that trailer and be utterly let down by it. And I really was let down by it. it really does look bad to me. And just like not even just bad, like just not it. It's just, I think that's a better way to say it. It's just, this is not it. And to my surprise, because you never really know, right? I'm kind of like locked in this office, like I'm locked in with chat, like we're in here just kind of like doing our thing. And then when I'll get off stream, like I like to look at social media and say, oh, okay, like what are other folks saying? Like what are the takes? Like who's saying this, that, second, and the third? And man, I got to tell you guys, this is probably the least popular thing in the DCU so far. Chat, you think so? You've seen the same things I've seen. You've seen the same takes that I've seen. Would you agree that this is the least popular thing released thus far for the DCU? I think that's the correct take. Supergirl, the first Supergirl trailer was close to that because a lot of people were like, bro, what is this? I think this is even worse. I think this is even worse. And wow, talk about a 1-2 punch with trailers, which are meant to be like the first impression of a project, get people excited, give people something to look forward to. I think both of those trailers feel small. I think both of those trailers feel cheap. You know, fucking John Camp is over here yapping about how Gunn won't simply will not stand for it if the Ellisons ask him to rip out the budget of his shows, and that Gunn is all about big spectacle and big projects and big movies. And yet Supergirl and the Superman show look like they've got a shoestring budget, dude. They look like they don't have much going on. It's just, it really, really is crazy. So you got this 1-2 punch. I think the show itself, just being this sort of westerny, stereotypical old guy being replaced by young guy, a little bit of like, you know, racial tension in there. Like this thing feels so, derivative. It feels so incredibly derivative. The show doesn't even have green in the title, nor a lot of green in the actual trailer. If you look at a Green Lantern comic, like just go to Pinterest. Go to Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest is good. It's not just for chicks, guys. Go to Pinterest and type in Green Lantern or Lantern or Emotional Spectrum or like the Lanterns of DC and just look at what will pop the fuck up. It's going to be pretty colorful, pretty bright, which is a part of the oath. Brightest day. Yeah, this is like taking a Jack Kirby comic book known for being visually stunning and making it gray tone deserty with Chloe Zhao directing. Like, did you see what I mean? Like, this is a bad idea. We've seen this play before. I don't think it's a good play. And you might say, well, we've known what the show will be for some time, and that if you're getting upset about the show not being the thing that you wanted to be, it's being unfair or whatever. And I'm just like, no, that's stupid. I personally believe this is like a nail in the coffin, dead on arrival show. I'm going to be, I 100% believe that this show will be dead on arrival. I could be wrong, of course. I could be wrong, but I think it's dead on arrival. I don't think it's going to chart once. I don't think a lot of people will talk about it. I think there will be people that like it, for sure. But nah, man, this ain't it. And a big part of why is because of the two shows we just talked about. We just talked about Invincible. We just talked about The Boys. That's going to be a 1-2 fucking punch. You're going to get the Spider-Man movie in the summer. We'll be very close to Doomsday at that point. People will be very hyped up and excited for all sorts of stuff. And I just really don't think a large swath of fans is going to go watch 60-year-old Hal Jordan with Aaron Pierre driving around in cars, talking to hillbillies, and occasionally, and I mean incredibly occasionally, referencing the fucking superhero comics shit from which these characters derive. I think this thing's probably got a totally shoestring budget, which is why they didn't get Brolin. No offense, Kyle Chandler. I like you a lot, but let's be honest here. We know what happened. And yeah, I'm completely uninspired. I think it's a big fucking L, to be honest with you. And on top of that, here's something else that's kind of interesting. Because now, it's not just about this show, frankly. There's people, and let me see if I can find this Lindelof. Maybe I just put lanterns and it'll probably pop up. There's an old interview with Damon Lindelof making the rounds about the show. And look, man, Damon Lindelof. Man, I wish I could pull this shit up. I probably should have had it pulled up, bro. He's like talking about how they pulled the green out of it because it's lame. He's kind of shitting on comics a little bit. And look, I know that there's some disagreement about this in the community. Some people think he's like just fooling around or joking or whatever. I don't think so. I mean, I've watched Lindelof stuff. I like Lindelof stuff, actually. But he is a guy that, just like Alan Moore, has kind of turned his back on the nerds and considers them to be infantile. And he wants to use the thing they're interested in to educate them. And show them like sophistication and nuance of like adult stories and shit. Like he really believes that. Like he actually believes that, I think, that comic fans are regressed. And that if you want to watch, or if you value the same entertainment that you valued when you were a teenager or a young man, there's something wrong with that. You better grow up. And I think you guys kind of know by now that I think that's horseshit. And I think that's sort of a betrayal of what escapism actually is and how these stories are actually meant to like help us. So I really don't like it. And this is like, I'm a guy that likes Damon Lindelof. I like Damon Lindelof. I think he's a true genius. But I don't know that he's the guy to be involved with your Lantern show. I certainly don't know that his comments out there are helping anything out. And then the other thing that's fucking crazy is somebody dug up really old comments by James Gunn talking about how Lindelof is a liar and basically Satan. Oh, here's the interview right here. Let me see here.
You just announced a Green Lantern show.
Just listen to this. Listen to this.
It's called Lanterns because we all agreed that the green was stupid. So,
right.
So now it's just lanterns.
So, Green Lantern, the lantern. So you can make anything you can imagine.
That if you have this magical ring,
Right.
Yes.
And the fights are still close.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit innocuous, maybe not the cardinal sin that some folks are making it out to be. But again, I think I think it's a fair take. I really don't think it's that crazy. I look at his body of work, his Watchmen show in particular, and I just see a guy that's like, just full of himself, very sophisticated, and thinks that is what matters, and that his version of this will be what it always should have been, or something to that degree. I just really don't like it. And then there's an old tweet from James Gunn 11 years ago. I'm having trouble finding this one here, where he's literally talking about, it's on Facebook. It's amazing. Literally 11 years ago, James Gunn was still saying way too fucking much online. It's amazing, actually. And he literally calls Lindelof Satan, basically, for the end of Lost. Says that he's a liar and a fraud. So I don't think this is going well. I think this project is just the latest thing to come from James Gunn's DCU that has all the problems that most of the other things in James Gunn's DCU have. Now, Superman was very comic booky. I will give Gunn a lot of credit for that. It was very, very comic booky. But even then, there's some stuff in there, retcons, changes, and sensibilities that Gunn has that I think do not perfectly align with the character. I mean, Grant Morrison said that Superman basically should have saved the kaiju. There's a couple other things that he says too, and I think that that's probably true. It's okay. Subjective changes. It's his version. Totally fine. But DC has to find a way to have some fucking swag. DC has to move forward in this pop culture zeitgeist era and hold its head high, be fucking cool, make cool content, have shit that people care about and like, and it needs to get nerds excited. And I'm telling you right now, the conversation around all of these projects is going a terrible way. Gunn can hide his head in the sand like an ostrich and pretend that it's all people that like me that just fucking hate him and want to like, you know, blast his ass. Pause. But it's not. It's actually not that. It's actually you're losing some of the people that really like your shit, that like DC. You're literally you're losing actual fans that matter, and it's not going well. So, dude, I don't even think I want to watch this Lantern show. Like, real talk, if I don't see some fucking constructs in this marketing, I dead ass don't think I'm going to watch the show. And, yeah, so that's just me. I wonder what you guys think, though. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Am I just a hater? Am I just a hater? And have you also, chat, have you also seen how many people have been down on this thing? Because, dude, it's a lot. I was really surprised at how many people were like, yeah, I don't know about this one, man. It looks so boring. It really does. It really does. People are going to watch a non-James Gunn HBO series. What? It's probably going to be Wonder Man, quality and action. That's a W. I mean, the photography looks good. I will say that. Like, I was like, whoa, it looks, you know, sharp. I like the chemistry of the characters. Like, that's fun. But, like, again, like this, maybe if this was literally 1994. Like, I'm actually being serious. If we were living in 1994, and I was like, oh shit, Green Lantern thing, and that was kind of enough. Like, there was like enough of an inherent draw that just any Green Lantern thing is like, oh my God. And therefore, I'm going to look past all the problems I have with it and just accept it for what it is. Then maybe I'd be down. But bro, we are not in 1994. We're actually on the other side of a boom and a potential diminishing of that genre. The sensibilities are completely different. Like, I don't want to watch Friday Night Lights, Lantern Light, No Country for Old Lanterns shit. I just don't. To the point that I might actually not. And that speaks a little bit to the competition, to the state of the industry. I mean, again, we just talked about Invincible, we just talked about The Boys. That's just going to be fire, dude. You really think that if you only have so much time, you're going to pick Lanterns over The Boys or Invincible? Maybe some of you will, but I don't think a lot of people will. And in fact, let's rank now, before we get out of this segment here, let's rank, allow me to rank these 4 shows due to my anticipation level, okay? Coming in 4th place is Lanterns. 4th place, bottom of the barrel, Lanterns. 3rd, Daredevil. You know, I'm going to watch, I have hope, but I'm going to be watching it like this, you know, and every time Heather comes on screen, it's going to be tough. Maybe I'll have a stress ball. 2nd, The Boys. Think it's going to be great. And then number 1 for me is Invincible. Did you guys know that The Boys is the toilet paper that Invincible wipes its ass with? So look, what do you guys rank? Why don't you guys throw your ranks into the chat? I'd love to know your ranks. Let me know. Put your ranks into the chat. Let's go. What's your anticipation levels? Are you anticipating anything? Ooh, Spider Noir. If I had to add Spider Noir to the list, I might literally put it 2nd, dog. I missed your super? Okay, let me see. No Maul? Hell no. You kidding me? Star Wars? Fuck out of here. Whose super did I miss? Hard disagree, says Kaylin. The trailer already has 101K likes and 2 million views. 2 million views? Didn't we just talk about those other 2 trailers? One's a 30-second spot for an animated series that had 3 million views. One was a trailer for The Boys' final season that had 5 million views. 2 million views? I don't know about that. If Peacemaker was able to last 2 seasons, this will be fine. But why did Peacemaker last 2 seasons? Peacemaker didn't last 2 seasons. The guy that created the show became the president of the fucking company, dog. Peacemaker didn't deserve season 2. Peacemaker had the viewership of Miss Marvel. So thank you. I love this shit because I get to jujitsu your ass because you're wrong. All right, Space Tricks, the Knight Primarch says, Sensei, I can't follow you down this Game of Thrones path. After how the first series ended, I just can't. I think about that last season, then go to the gym and lift harder. I understand your concerns, but Dan and Dave are nowhere near any of this shit. You know what I mean? Dan and Dave are on the way, are on the outside looking in. I think it's okay to have skepticism, but I'm telling you right now, dude, the Game of Thrones shit was so good. The fucking Night of the Seven Kingdoms, are you kidding me, Sir Duncan? Everybody loves Sir Duncan. Just give it a try. It's a really charming show. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let me see if I missed any other chats here. Hey, the Fandom Memorandum Podcast says, what's up, Josh? You inspired me to start my own nerdy content channel. Got 14 subs so far. You're a baller. Thanks for keeping it 100 all the time. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, and good luck with your channel. Guys, I'm going to be a dad, says Riley. Oh, hell yeah. Sorry to go off the rails. LOL, I just want... Oh, wait, you're talking about that stupid show, aren't you? God damn it. Fanjector says 51 months later and Friday streams are still always off the rail. Indeed. Indeed. Mike says, thank God it's Friday. Open up. Josh was wrong in the tower. Don't open up that section of the tower. Rossi says, Chris Gore said Heather is the best character in the MCU. I'm going to shit all over. God damn it, dude. I think that's all the chats. I think I got all the chats here. Space Trick Cereal says S-Bucks and water bottles in the shots. Hell nah. Yes, they fucked some shit up. What do you want me to say? I can't defend that last season. Bolanco says Night of the Nine. Oh, yes, the Nine Kingdoms. Yes. Good ass show. Yeah, restore the Snyderverse. And I'm not even a Snyder fan. My man. My man. Hey, Josh, I'm late to the stream, but better late than never. Always a pleasure to ask you the questions. And that being said, I noticed for the first time Loki meets Steve Rogers, he calls him a man out of time. Yes, he is a man out of time, yeah. That's because he was frozen in the 1940s and doesn't get thawed out until the modern day. But yeah, it's cool. There's some connection there. I've got a lot of theories and stuff. I'm cooking some Doomsday stuff, but I'm trying to... I'm you know, I don't want to do it every stream. I don't want every stream to be like, here's everything I thought about with Doomsday yesterday, you know? Let's let it simmer a little, and we'll reveal some stuff as we get closer. There's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun nerd-venging to be had. Sir Kendall the Yappa says, number 1, Invincible, number 2, The Boys, number 3, Spidey Noir, number 4, Lanterns. I had friends that don't watch this stuff send me the Lanterns trailer hype. It's got HBO legs, bro. That's fair. So the HBO element could be a thing. People do like HBO. HBO is, yeah, they put out good stuff. So that, yeah, they could be there. An army of 10,000 nerds storms Disneyland and demands our content back. I think we are doing a good job of letting them know what we think, and it's their job to decide what parts of that to listen to. So, let's take a minute and recognize the 3 musketeers of bad content: Lanterns, Daredevil, Girlfriend, and Female Custodies. Yes, indeed, sir. You're not wrong. Space Tricks, the Knight Primarch says, I'll just wait for Hot D and Night of the Seven Kingdoms to end before I watch it. Okay, fair. Have you watched Hot D or Night of the Nine Kingdoms more? What do you mean, more? I don't think I've rewatched either, so... The same? I don't know, bro. Can you buy DC, bro? Lock in. No, I can't. But DC Comics is doing great. Scott Snyder, killing it. The Absolute Universe, killing it. So they've got some sauce, man, you know? They've got some sauce. I really think the Lantern show is gonna not do well, guys. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before, but I really, really strongly feel like that show ain't it. And I don't think they even have time to change it. That's the other thing. Josh, who is Homelander beating up? whoever he wants, probably. The leaks are out there, man. You can find them. I don't want to spoil it. Brand new trailer just dropped, y'all. Fucking doubt it. Fucking doubt it, bro. Oh, man. Now, what show do you like better, Hot D or Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Probably Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Like, House of the Dragon first season was so strong, and there's a lot I like in the second season, but it kind of loses me a bit. The Damien fucking mushroom trip thing was too much. Not enough action. But I think they're going to clean it up. I think the next season is going to be really tight. June, baby. Hey, you know what? That's another thing, too. That's another reason Green Lantern's going to get shit on. Fucking Hot D. I want to super Chad the Hutt movie. It looked like you could do a crossover in World War Hulk movie. Here's the problem. The images of that hut that everybody's sharing are fake. Those are made by AI, and they're fucking awesome. Oh, wait, what? Here's a real one. Culture Crave literally just put out a real one, probably to combat all of the AI images. So here's the thing, guys. Do you guys remember what I kept saying about this guy? I guess we'll just see what you guys think. What do you guys think? I told you he was going to have a six-pack. Oh my God. Good gravy, Marie. I mean, look, maybe some of y'all like it. What do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah, the AI one was better. Hey, look, the AI one was better, but if you want that, you're going to have to pay. Okay, all right. Okay, good stream. Good stream, good week. I got a headache coming on, guys. You know, it's not your fault. This is a little bit of a weird, stressful morning. So I got to go crash. Got to hit the gym or something. I got a little headache, migraine building up. Look, we're working on cool content. We got a ton of really cool content coming at you. I think people enjoyed the one yesterday, looking back a year at the leaks from Doomsday, those concept art leaks. Check that out on the main channel, and we'll be working on some other big videos over there. We'll be back at it streaming. Guys, next week, we're going to do another member stream, and we're going to do another deep dive, and it's going to be the Incredible Hulk. Do Incredible Hulk, and then we'll do X-Men. Although, maybe we'll do X2, and then we'll do Hulk. I don't know. I kind of really want to get into X2, to be honest. But, yeah, we're going to do another one of the deep dives on the road to Doomsday. A lot of fun things happening, and right around the corner, we got all these great shows coming out, and then we've got Lanterns as well, you know, so should be fun. Any other last-minute questions, thoughts, concerns before I get on out of here? Can I hire you as my lawyer? No. Sorry, bud. More Jack than the Kratos on the Amazon show? That's actually true. Yeah, that's actually true, yeah. Thank you, Bianca. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Can't wait to see Josh rage out about Daredevil Season 2. Oh, I really hope I don't have to. Oh, man. I really hope I don't have to. What are the odds the very opening scene is Heather, though? And if it is, are they fucking with me? Chat, what are the odds? What are the odds that the very first scene is Heather? And if it is that, Are they fucking with me? Oh, man. Relax your face voice? I don't remember the relax your face voice. You know, I make so many snarky, funny, off-the-cuff voices. I don't remember that one. Is it like, relax your face, bro. You just gotta relax your face. All you gotta do is relax your face. Something like that. I hope it's just to piss you off. I know, John. And, you know, I mean, at some level that's fucked up, but at the same time, if it brings you a little bit of joy, that's all good. You know, I'm just up here jester maxing for the masses anyway. So don't let your cortisol spike and bone smash your wiener. Or whatever. Josh, do you bring a Heather impersonator on when you do the watch party for Daredevil Born Again Season 2? What if I actually got a female psychologist to come on stream and try to diagnose me as some kind of hater? And then I was like, you don't know the history of it. Be kind of fun. Hey, appreciate you, Jeremiah. Hey, look, I appreciate all you guys, man. Much love. In all seriousness, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being patient with me when we have fewer streams in a week and all that. Don't worry. Lots of cool stuff on the way, man. Lots of cool, nerdy stuff on the way. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, too. Who knows? Maybe I will cover some of these shows. They do seem pretty chill, at least a good portion of them. I'm pretty pumped about it. All right. Gonna get on out of here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. As I always say, I hope you, that's right, you, are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.
Cross my fingers crossed. Chip. Babe. 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 Why you mad? Nigga. Hey, man. It's only cause I care about you. Wipe those tears from your face. They say the truth will set you free. Baby, I'll be your slave. It's only cause I care about you. Put a smile on your face. Say the truth will set you free. I'll be your slave cause I'm a liar, a cheater, a devil in disguise and a deceiver. If I was you and you was me, I wouldn't believe you. The tricky parts, my fingers crossed, cause I could even be lying about being a liar, cheater, a devil in disguise and a deceiver. Why you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad? And I don't wanna take the time, so I don't wanna take the time to write down what I feel on my mind right now. Right now. No, I don't wanna take the time. Never even take the time to write down what I feel on my mind right now. I gotta wear shades every day. It's difficult to figure me out. You're supposed to look a man up in his eye. They don't even know what I's about. Is he non-fiction or not? Is it politics or hip-hop? So do what thou wilt. Love is the only law. Love under will. The law is for all. And when I said that I would carry the cross, that wasn't just a quote I stole from Nas, nah. And like I said, it wasn't written, but I'm still taking over with this ether. And since he got a new bitch, he ain't dropped no new music either. Told my lady I was an alien, she believed my ass. I said, psych! I didn't tell you E.T. was back. Only cause I care about you. Wipe those tears from your face. They said the truth will set you free. Baby, I'll be your slave. It's only cause I care about you. Put a smile on that face. They said the truth will set you free. And I'm your slave cause I'm a liar, a a deceiver. If I was you and you was me, I wouldn't believe you. The tricky parts, my fingers crossed, cause I could even be lying about being a liar. Liar, cheater, cheater. A devil in disguise and a deceiver. Why you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad? Why you mad? That one girl very far away that'll come around when I'm in town. Been with your man for many years.
Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Oh man, what a week. What a lovely week, man. Crazy things happening, but I promise you, you can look inward, you can find love, you can live light, and be happy. Otherwise, what's it all for? I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention. Much love. Be back at it next week. Get on out here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and do me a favor. Actually, make it a 2. Open up your third eye and wash out your stinky butthole. See you later.
Why you mad? Why you mad? Bentley put the gas on. Why you mad?